Yes, Mr. Chairman. At the 2nd of November, I think was the date, the last full council meeting, the clerk made a note or mention that the way the council was run previously with the committees was not legal. I think that was the words you used. Could you elaborate on that, please, as to what was wrong with it?
Yeah. So previously you had, for instance, a chair and a vice chair of cemeteries, but you can only be a chair or a vice chair of something if you have a committee. So there was no committee, so the structure wasn't correct. That's why we moved to proper committees in May 2021.
And where is this recorded in the legislation, please?
It's in the 72 Act. You can't have a chair and a vice chair without having, you have a chair and a vice chair of the council because there's a group to be a chair and a vice chair of, and the same with a committee, but you can't be a chair of nothing. You can't just have a title.
Which is the way the council run before with the chair of allotments.
Yeah, it was.
But there was no ever a meeting of anybody in the allotments. It was his personal decision as to what he wanted to make.
It wasn't, because every decision really came to full council, so they didn't make decisions on their own. So the chair of cemeteries didn't make decisions on their own. They would give a report on what was going on and bring it to council. And then full council would make a decision. So they weren't, it was a title, but it didn't mean anything.
Sophie?
I would have to agree with Paul, just going through some of the historical stuff. Decisions were made by individuals on occasions, weren't they? Yeah, well, that's just from going through historical bits and pieces. But when we went through the advice of what we can and can't do, councillors can be given responsibility to go away and do something or to sort of head up something, but they can't be given the title of chair or vice chair, like John just said, because you can't be chair of nothing. That makes sense. You can only be chair of a committee or a...
On the historical point that in 2005, the chair of allotments at that time gave permission for part of Her Majesty the Queen's Crown Estate to go in a householder's garden, and that the hedge was taken up, the roadway was blocked prior to the parish council meeting, when the parish council only agreed for the entranceway to be closed.
I obviously can't comment.
You can't, more before your time, but
yeah. So I would have to look back and find out more background on it.
no, I'm not going to ask you to do that, my dear. There's enough been gone on before. I just wanted clarification, because that was the way the council run until May 21.
Hang on. When I was chair of cemeteries, I didn't make any decisions on my own. I'll have you know.
Yeah, it was only a minority.
Yeah.
But it did happen occasionally.
It did happen occasionally, but I can say I certainly didn't.